What if Earth suddenly switched places with Mercury? Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, only to find the blazing sun looming twice as large in the sky, burning so hot it feels like your very skin might catch fire. The shadows around you are sharper, darker, and the daylight, it's almost blinding. Could humans survive in a world that close to the sun? Or would our home planet instantly be reduced to a charred wasteland, spinning endlessly in a fiery dance? Welcome to the story of Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system, yet the one that dares to live closest to the sun. Mercury doesn't just orbit the sun, it clings to it. At an average distance of only 58 million kilometers, Mercury is barely one-third as far away as Earth. That means it experiences sunlight nearly 7 times stronger than what we feel on Earth. If you stood on its surface at high noon, the sun would look 3 times larger than it does in our sky, and nearly unbearable to the eyes. But here's the twist. Despite being closest to the sun, Mercury isn't the hottest planet. That title belongs to Venus. Why? Because Mercury has no thick atmosphere to trap heat. It's a bare, rocky world, like Earth's moon, pockmarked with craters and ancient scars of cosmic battles. This lack of atmosphere leads to some of the most extreme temperature swings in the entire solar system. During the day, Mercury's surface can reach a blistering 430 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. But the moment the sun sets, the temperature plunges to 180 degrees Celsius. Imagine standing in one spot and roasting alive, then taking a few steps into the shadows and freezing instantly. Now, here's where things get even stranger. A day on Mercury, sunrise to sunrise, lasts 176 Earth days. That means if you were living there, your birthday could literally last half a year. But the planet spins quickly, too. It rotates once every 59 Earth days. The unusual combination of its slow spin and its rapid orbit around the sun creates bizarre sunrises and sunsets. In some parts of Mercury, you could watch the sun rise. Stop! Move backward! And then continue forward again. Imagine trying to set your clock to that, but Mercury's not just weird, it's mysterious. Scientists believe that billions of years ago, the planet was struck by a massive object, stripping away much of its outer layer. What's left behind is a planet with an enormous iron core, making up nearly 85% of its radius. In other words, Mercury is basically a giant metal ball covered in a thin, rocky crust. And despite its small size, Mercury still has a weak magnetic field. Not as protective as Earth's, but strong enough to surprise scientists, suggesting its core might still be partly molten. Here's another wild fact. Even though Mercury is scorching hot in the day, its shadowy craters hide something shocking: ice. Yes, ice, on the closest planet to the sun. These frozen reserves are trapped in craters near the poles, forever shielded from sunlight. It's a reminder that even the harshest worlds can hold secrets of survival. But let's return to our what if. What if humans tried to live on Mercury? We'd face a planet where the ground could melt metal by day, freeze solid by night, and where radiation from the sun would bombard us with deadly force. Colonies would need to be buried underground or built inside shielded domes, possibly near the icy craters to harvest water. Solar power would be abundant, but the environment would constantly test the limits of human engineering. In truth, Mercury is less of a home and more of a warning. A planet that shows what happens when you orbit too close to the sun. It's a world of extremes, silence, and endless scars. So next time you look up at the sun, remember, just a stone's throw away, Mercury is locked in a desperate struggle. Too close to escape the sun's grip, too small to hold on to an atmosphere, and too fragile to ever be truly alive. Yet, in its silence, Mercury tells the story of survival against impossible odds, because sometimes the smallest planet can leave the biggest questions. What if Earth had been Mercury? Would life have ever stood a chance? And that was today's journey to the fiery world of Mercury. If you enjoyed exploring the mysteries of our solar system, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Info Family, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a new cosmic adventure.